Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of my podcast. We have a very special guest all the way from Italy. We have Marco Piras of Deathtopia and Funeral Rape. Hi Marco.
Hi guys, hi Channa.
How are you doing? How after a long time? I think last time I saw you was 2017. Right?
Yeah, in Manila, yes. We had great time in Manila, I remember, and I can't wait to come back there.
Right.
Manila was very special for me. I love people there, and I felt in love at the first moment.
Right. So, how is the situation there? Is it? I know Italy was quite hit by the COVID, but I believe now Italy is recovering, right?
Here we had very complicated and bad situation. So to be precise, my region was the hardest region that was hit by coronavirus,
Right.
and our health system collapsed. We had many deaths, and was very bad. Not in all parts of Italy, just in the northern of Italy,
Right.
the regions here. Maybe because we have many population than the other parts of Italy, many big city. Maybe because we have many air pollution. I don't know. I just know that many people were hospitalized and we had many deaths. Right now, we just have 40 people in hospital with that they are how to say in English in therapy.
Right.
Just with the problem with the lungs.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Is quite good, I think now.
Yeah, in the Philippines, I don't know because we we seem to have a lot of cases, but I don't know. Now I think people are sort of going out and places are getting open. But I do miss the concerts because there's no more concerts. Live music is what is affected, right, because of the COVID. So
I understand you. You hear the same.
yeah. So Marco, can you tell me a little bit about your childhood, growing up, and then your like earliest memories of music?
Yeah, I started to listen to punk rock music when I was in middle school. I was 13, 14. I listened to Italian bands. And then, the mainstream, Nirvana, Offspring.
Right.
And I have one brother, 1 year older than me. So he was in the high school, and he brought to home many music cassettes about the first metal bands. So when I was very young, I started to listen to Sepultura, Pantera, Fear Factory, Slayer, Death. So I started very very young to listen, and in 1 year, when I was 15, I started with my first band, singing.
So, right. What was the first, like? Do you remember when you first hear death metal? What was the band?
Yes, Decide.
Right.
And Death with the individual thought pattern.
Right.
I first listening to death metal music.
When did you remember listening to like Cannibal Corpse?
Yeah, the first time was about in 2000,
Right,
and I love them. The first album, it was Butchered at Birth.
right, right.
Sorry for my English pronunciation, but
Yeah, yeah. It's so when did you first form your band?
my first band was in 2000. We played Swedish death metal,
Hmm.
like Dissection, In Eternum, with melodic sounds, you know. It was quite technical as well. And maybe you know Vomit the Soul, death metal band in Italy,
No, I don't know. I will
from
check them
from a
out.
unique leader. By the way, three people inside this band were from Vomit the Soul too. So I was the youngest in the band
Right.
with the short hair but growling.
So you were the vocalist. You played guitar also back then, or you were the
No, no,
vocalist?
no. Just I started with the vocals.
Right.
I discovered when I listened to Sepultura, Decide. I tried just to play with the music, just to sing on the music, and I discovered that I had the growling.
Right.
So I that's why I decided to start with the band.
So back then, like year 2000, how was the metal scene in Italy back then?
Sorry, what's the question?
How was the metal scene back then when you started in Italy?
It was better for sure because we had many people, more people than now,
Mm,
and I think we had many more opportunities to play live shows than now because many venues, more venues were open.
right.
People were more interested to live shows than now.
You're right. Yeah.
It was better. It was better. We live music in different way. By the way, I remember we move with my scooter. For example, we move and we did many kilometers to go to a gig. And when a Saturday night we don't have a gig or shows
Go.
to go, yeah, I remember we drink some beers in the pub or bar, and then we move to the car and listening to a big pile of CDs to share music, and we trade. We also trade the CD because maybe you bought a CD but you didn't like it, so you had the chance, the opportunity to trade with other people. It was different,
Mm,
more passion. I don't know how to explain. It was different, just different.
right. So how did you discover, like, because you're sort of in a genre where you're more into like brutal death metal and gore metal, that type of how is that came to you? How did you fall in love with that sort of music?
Uh, Good question. When I in 2001 I had my first gig with that band with the melodic Swedish death metal band.
Right.
Then we split, and I started to sing in a very raw death metal band from Bergamo. They are still my friend. They still exist. They called Brutal Murder.
Yeah.
And in few months, I started with another core grind band. So I discovered core grind band because these people asked to me to join this band, and they still exist. Their name is Bowel Stew.
Right.
They are the first Italian gore grind band, I guess. So you know, they were into the scene. So I started to listen to many bands like Regurgitate, Disgorge from Mexico,
Right.
Last Days of Humanity. So I felt in love with these bands. With yeah, they
Right.
still are my favorite ones in this kind of noise.
How was the reaction of the crowd back then when you were performing this type of music?
Crazy, just crazy. It depends, by the way. It depends. The crowd change because this kind of music in Italy is very simple to play in. We call the squatter.
Right.
Yeah, this place, very, very bad place, and maybe you start the gig at 3 a.m. with crazy people everywhere.
Right. So I know that you joined Funeral Rape like 2008, I think, right? So were you
Yeah, 2007.
were you a fan of the band before you joined?
Yes. Yeah. We were in friendship since 2005.
Right.
And I join their shows all the time, and they called me on the stage to sing one song in every gigs.
Right.
So it was fun. It was the first fun, and then I joined the band. Right now, I'm still in the band. I'm the only one now, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was checking that the music of Funeral Rape, and I like this song, Cock Christ.
Don't tell to anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not in that band.
Yeah. So you recorded the Porn Afterlife, right? Porn Afterlife.
Yeah, the first album. Yes, Cock Christ is the second album, I guess.
Yeah.
It's Experiment, maybe.
It's Experiment. Yeah. Yeah, because there is a YouTube video of this one, the Bitches from Hell, which is a nice YouTube video.
It was one of my first shows with them.
Right.
Crazy.
So how does the writing for this type of band, like how does all these ideas come from? Is that you're just writing to piss off people, or is just like, what's the inspiration for this music, this type of music, porn grind?
So the band is a hilarious band, you know. We did songs in a rehearsal room every time,
Right.
just for fun. The band started with this kind of background, just for fun. You know, lyrics were written maybe 2 weeks before studio recordings. And but we did this music in death metal ways, not in porn grind ways, you know.
Right.
Because we have porn, horror concepts inside.
Right.
During 2008, then it changed the scene. Porn grind was the groovy one, and
right.
during live shows, people change with they don't have the mosh pit, but they started to dance and with the mask. And now this kind of music is just entertainment, I think. But if you saw Funeral Rape, is more death metal.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you also recorded Sperm Overdose, right? I like that one, It's Frank and Peas.
It's a concept album, Sperm Overdose. Frank and
Right.
Peas is the story of how was the name? Oh my God! Yeah, this morning, yesterday I have a bad night. Is a Canadian guys. Is a famous story. Bob. I don't remember the name now. Sorry. And his penis was cut off by his wife.
All right.
Maybe you remember.
I don't know. I'll Google it.
Because his wife was constantly raped by him at home. So
Right.
she was tired and she cut off his penis. And the doctors, fixed his penis, and and he started to do porn movies.
Right.
It's
So
a
like Frankenstein,
very
right?
bad story.
So what was so you said you're the only one now. So what's happening with the band? Why you're left now with that band?
Sorry, I don't understand.
You mentioned that Funeral Ape, you're the only one left on the band now?
Yeah. Because the drummers, I think is over. He married his wife 2 years ago, and I think is no more interested in the band anymore. So we have talkings, and he said, "Okay, Funeral Ape is your band now. Do everything you want. I go out."
Right.
We are still in friendship.
It's good.
Yeah.
So I saw you perform with Deathtopia here in Manila, right? So I've been following Deathtopia for some time because that was the third time I saw them, because they came to Manila 3 times. And I had Mune also on this podcast earlier. Yeah. So how did you meet Mune, and how did you join Deathtopia? What can you tell me the story?
Yes, I was in Germany playing with Funeral Rape in a gig. It was a party, release party from a split. There it was a guy, the owner from Splattered Zombie Records.
Right.
And we start to talk about the music, and he asked me, you know this band? He gave me Caesarean section of Deathtopia.
Right.
When I went home, I listened to this CD, and I was in love, because I really like this kind of death metal grinding, like Impaled, Exhumed.
Yeah.
So I wrote to Mune. I wrote my compliments, and we trade. I sent to him a Sperm Overdose of Funeral Rape, and he sent me the Human Anatomy show.
Right.
And then we start to talk, to write, and then in 2016, Deathtopia Mune was organizing a tour in Europe in September, and he asked me if I wanted to join the tour. And about this story, there is a little misunderstandings, because I asked him to play together with Funeral Rape, maybe.
Right.
Fortunately, we have this misunderstanding, because him understood about me wanted to play with Deathtopia.
Okay.
Because I didn't dare to ask, But fortunately, we have these misunderstandings, and I accepted to join the band. So I started as a session member in 2016.
Right.
It was super cool tour. And then in 2017, I joined officially the band.
Right. So that's when you started touring also Asia, right? You came to Manila and
Yeah. First time in Asia.
so which countries you played in Asia,
Taiwan,
right?
Philippines, and Japan.
So how's your experience like coming to the Philippines? What do you remember?
I remember cool people. I found many things you can find here in Italy in culture,
Right.
because we are very friendly. Maybe in Philippines, I just was in for 3 days, but my feelings was that people are more humble than Italy, so better people than here. The difference, the main difference is that people are more are happier. Sorry, my bad English. Are happier and
Yeah. I mean, one thing that Filipinos is that whatever the situation might be, whether, whatever the bad the situation is, but they will be still be happy with, they know how to enjoy the joy life, even whatever, poverty or whatever, even this, like in the current situation like COVID and everything, people are still, manage to laugh and smile, you know.
yeah.
That's one
I
thing with
love
the
I love
Filipinos. You remember any of the bands from Philippines you were able to listen when you perform here? You able to see?
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
here again.
Yes.
We lost connection.
Yeah. I was just asking. Do you follow any Filipino bands that you discovered when you were here?
No, I didn't. Maybe we join 2 shows, maybe our shows and other one. But maybe one band. Sorry, they played like Indonesian brutal death metal style, not slamming one. I don't remember the name.
Right.
But the other bands we saw, they were just metalcore or deathcore, and I don't like this kind of music for them.
Right. I'm pretty sure that once you came to the Philippines, you got a lot of friends now in Facebook, right? From Philippines.
Yeah, they are very friendly. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know that you recorded an EP with Deathtopia, Remember the Pain,
Yes.
which included some of even the songs from the Anatomy show, right? Human Anatomy show. So
Yeah, just one song.
Go Trader, right? Go Trader.
Or
Yeah.
Trader, yes.
So can you tell me about this recording this EP?
Yeah, I was very proud when I record this EP, and there is one song I called Misophony Crescendo, and I did this one riff of this song with another guy here in Italy,
Right.
and yes, it was important to do this EP for Deathtopia because we started to do something together to understand maybe our style, our just we are very far from Japan to Italy, so it was like an experience just to say, okay, let's see what's happened. before maybe doing a full-length album.
Right.
It was everything was okay.
So how is it like working, like, because I know that you work with so Mune is in Japan, you're in Italy, and some of your session members are like in US also, right? So
Yeah.
how is it working with all these people from different time zones? You're able to do music.
My opinion is that is about the big works is okay. You know, the main stuff you can do very without difficult.
Right.
So, some problems come when when we do arrangements or little details. And I discovered that we need maybe practice together to understand well. If I comparize is correct with my previous recordings in general, I miss that the practice room for details and the arrangements.
Right.
Because in this way arrangements are like private, you know. It's very hard to share. Moreover, because we have a different timing. You know, Japan and you are maybe 8 hours later than Italy.
Yeah.
So maybe Mune comes tired at home, and me are in the daylight.
Right.
Yeah. But we did, you know, maybe you know, in the last podcast, we recorded new album, and it's a great album.
Yeah. When is it coming out?
Surprise. No, by the way, I hope this year. I guess this year.
Right. And then hope you guys can tour again maybe next year, right?
Philippines, you mean? Sorry.
No, I mean you can start touring next year, 2020.
Touring, yeah. I hope. I really hope.
One, I noticed that you guys played in this festival, right? Obscene Extreme.
Yeah.
Was it with Deathtopia or Funeral Rape?
Deathtopia.
Can you tell me about that experience? I'm quite curious about that festival.
I think it's the best experience I had in my life, because if you play grindcore music, it's like your heaven.
Right.
It's like Mecca for Muslim. I don't know how to explain. It's the Vatican for Christians, for Catholic Christians. I don't know. It's like it's the best experience ever to play there.
Yeah.
I really love the equality for bands. You have just 15 minutes to prepare your stage. 15 minutes, so you cannot imagine the noise on the stage. When we started to play, I just listened like this, super noise, and I say, okay. It was cool.
Yeah, I also heard that there's no like rules for the crowd, right?
No rules. People jumping in front of you on the stage. Yeah, it's fun.
Right. So Marco, you any message to the Deathtopia fans, people who listen to Deathtopia?
Yeah, I have. Just listen to the new album, and if you are the fan of this kind of music, if you love Impaled, Exhumed, this message is for new fan also. If you like this kind of music, just listen to it. We put our love for this kind of music inside that album.
Right. Anybody you want to shout out to?
Yes, everyone, my friends in general, worldwide. I have so many, so uh, I just say hello to everyone.
Yeah.
My family also.
Right. It's Marco. It was nice that I was able to talk to you and really enjoyed this discussion. And I hope
Me
that you
too.
will.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you will release this album soon, and then maybe we can see you next year, or I don't know, 2021 or 2022 again.
No, 21.
21. Yeah, yeah, one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Marco, so tell everyone how they can follow you guys on social media. What's your Facebook and all that?
Yes, you can find us just typing Deathtopia on Facebook, and we are also on Instagram, Deathtopia Official. We have a page there. Maybe we have a Twitter, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I'm not internet guy. And the funeral rape, if you are interested in funeral rape as well, you can find just in Facebook. And funeral rape is very easy to find.
Is funeral rape music available in the digital platforms or no? Not yet.
Not yet. No digital for funeral. But if you go on YouTube,
right,
many fans uploaded our song, and you can find some cover bands from South America too. Very fun.
Okay.
Born worldwide.
That's nice. So Marco, okay, so thanks for joining. So maybe we can talk again when you release your album.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. So have a great day ahead. Thanks.
You too. Thank you very much. Say hello to everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.